Kwame sat on the worn wooden bench in his mother's small compound, watching her hang laundry under the scorching afternoon sun. At 19, fresh out of senior high school, he felt the weight of their poverty more than ever. His father had died 3 years ago in a tragic accident, leaving them with nothing but debts and dream deferred. His mother, Auntie Ama, was a market vendor selling foodstuffs. Kwame had gained admission to study architecture at Kane University, but even with the acceptance letter, he wondered how they'd afford the fees. That evening, his childhood friends, Jake and Derek, picked him up in a flashy car. Kwame's eyes widened at the expensive rims of the car. Over drinks at a spot in town, they told him about their online business. They were vague about details, but showed him their bank accounts on their phones, figures that made Kwame's head spin. They talked about their mentor, someone they called the boss, who had been doing this for over 10 years and never faced any problems. What exactly is this business? Kwame asked, his heart racing with equal parts. Oh, it be some online investment thing. Derek said casually. We connect people, make small commission, clean money, bro. When Kwame returned home that night, his mother was waiting up, her face etched with concern.
Kwame, I don't like those boys you are moving with,
she said firmly.
They are living too flashy, too reckless. Besides, my spirit is always uneasy when you are with them.
Mama, you don't even know them properly, Kwame protested. Kwame kissed his teeth in frustration. His mother didn't understand. She would never understand what it meant to be young and ambitious with empty pockets, he thought. Within a month, Kwame was deep into their world. The boss operated from a plush office at Kwadaso, a middle-aged man in expensive suits who spoke about financial freedom and working smart, not hard. The business, Kwame slowly realized, involved romance scams, posing as attractive women online to build relationships with lonely men abroad, particularly elderly ones, then extracting money through elaborate stories of emergencies and investments. Kwame's first score was small, a few £100 from a widower in the UK, but the thrill was intoxicating. Within weeks, Kwame bought his first smartphone, then new clothes, then a laptop for school.
Where are you getting money for all these things?
His mother demanded one evening, examining the expensive sneakers on his feet and the flat-screen TV he brought home for the living room. I got a job, Mama. Online work, he said, avoiding her eyes. Deep down, Auntie Ama felt her son was involved in something shady. She just couldn't tell what.
Kwame, I'm not educated, but I'm not foolish.
Auntie Ama's face hardened.
Life is not a rush. I can feel in my spirit that your source of money is not clean.
Mama, please. For once, we can afford things. I provide for this house to ease your burden, and this is what you tell me? She refused every gift he bought. The new fabrics, the money for house repairs, everything. He took her rejections as insults. After another heated argument, Kwame packed his bags. I'm moving out, he announced coldly, since you don't appreciate anything I do. 3 years passed. Kwame was now a final year architecture student. At 21, he owned a fleet of cars and had bought a modest mansion at Hilltop Estates in Kumasi. To the world, he was a hard-working student with a car rental business and a small boutique. In reality, he was managing a network of scammers. He had made more money than his father had earned in a lifetime. He rarely spoke to his mother. The few times she called, she begged him to come home, to leave whatever he was doing. Her voice haunted him in quiet moments but he pushed the guilt away with shopping sprees and loud music. 1 week before his final university exam, everything collapsed. It was 5 a.m. when his door burst open. Yoko agents swarmed his apartments, seizing phones, laptops, and bundles of cash. Kwame was handcuffed in his pajamas, his luxury apartment suddenly feeling more like a cage. The trial lasted for 4 months. Despite hiring the best lawyers his money could buy, the evidence was overwhelming. Video testimonies from some of the victims, wire transfer logs, and transaction details. When the judge sentenced him to 15 years in prison, Kwame heard a sound that shattered his soul. He turned to see Auntie Ama, her face in her hands, her whole body shaking with grief. Kwame's world shattered. He thought of his high school dreams, his father's grave, and every warning he ignored from his mother. If only I had listened. He whispered to himself, head bowed. She came to visit him at the Nsawan prison 2 weeks later. Kwame could barely look at her through the wire mesh separating them. "Mama, I'm sorry," he sobbed. The words inadequate for the magnitude of his betrayal. "You warned me. You told me so many times. And I was too foolish, too greedy to listen. I destroyed my life. I destroyed everything. I'm so sorry, Mama." Auntie Ama wiped her tears with the edge of a cloth, her voice soft and trembling.
My son, I forgive you. I never stopped praying for you, even when you walked away from me. These 15 years feel long now, but use them to find your way back. Back to the boy I raised, the man God wants you to be. I'll be here waiting for you. I only wish.
Her voice broke.
I only wish you had listened when I said I saw danger ahead.
As she walked away, Kwame gripped the mesh, watching her disappear. Now, with 15 years stretching ahead of him, he finally understood. A mother's warnings are not meant to limit you. They are meant to save you. But some lessons come too late.